find yourself a woman for the night or something like that. All right? Well, it's true. It's true. Bro, my first lap dance was in a church, bro. Okay? Them churches ain't nothing but harlot houses. Do you believe in the scriptures?
I have Christian roots.
You got Christian roots. Okay. So, I mean, that's not a bad standing. Okay? You know, it's not a bad standing, but you know, if your understanding of your scriptures is what is taught within these churches, well, it's inaccurate. Okay?
I'm not part of the mainstream.
Well, the mainstream is inaccurate because the scriptures themselves tell you that the mainstream was going to be incorrect. That the scriptures themselves tell you that. Even if you go into a church, okay, and the church don't read the scripture where it says, okay, the mainstream will never be the right. When has the mainstream ever been correct?
It's a fair point. What are you reading?
This is the King James version of the scriptures. Okay, but yeah, like I was saying, the scripture says, "Enter ye into the straight gates." Okay, broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Okay, meaning to say what you know as the Catholic Church today, the Roman Catholic Church, where you get Islam, all of these different denominations of Christianity. That's the broad way. Okay, and that's the way that leadeth to destruction. Because why? They tell you, look, you can do whatever you want. Just the more side, God is not worried about the sinner, is worried about the sin. So you as an individual, exactly, that's not what the scripture says. It says if you do iniquity, you will get judgment, man. Okay, and that's what's really coming to this place with Russia and America. That's prophesied within the scriptures, man.
I believe that I'm born into a life of sin. It's about recognizing that you are a sinner.
That's it. Well,
and not trying to rid yourself.
That's it. That's where the humility comes into it. And really, that's when you get humble. That's when you really get to understanding the scriptures. Well, that's the best way to be. I commend you for that. You might be an Israelite, man. You might be an Israelite. Okay, where's your family from?
Italy.
Oh, there you go, man. There you go. See, that's the spirit. See, and underneath the Moors, you know about the Moors? No. Okay, so you had the diaspora. Basically, when Judah and Jerusalem was taken down, you had the Assyrians. Conquer Samaria, which is what I was talking to them, the so-called Jews about, and they took the 9 tribes into captivity. And after they were in captivity, they went over into the Americas. That's how you have the Latin-speaking tribes, the Mexicans, and so on and so forth. They're all Israelites, and the North American Indians, they're all Israelites. You had Judah, Benjamin left, right? Judah, Benjamin, and Levi left. Now, when Judah, Benjamin, and Levi were left, you had the Greeks come in there after a period of time. Obviously, the Babylonians were in there in between, and Media Persians were in there in between, but ultimately it came down to the Greeks. Now, the Greeks ruled for a period of time, and they were taken out. They lost their power for a period of time. So you had Judah, Benjamin, Levi, people of color, ruling Europe for about a period of 1,000 years. Right? When you go out there into Russia, they've actually got images, portraits of people, of royalty in colors. In fact, one of the, I think it might be the flag of Sicily, it's got a black guy with a ribbon tied around his head. Now, out there, what you got? What kind of women you got? You got white women all over there. So what happens when black men sleep with white women? Their children become lighter. So over a long, we're talking about 1,000 years, your descendants are going to look what? They're going to look like me anymore. They're going to look like you. Does that make sense? Yeah. They're going to look like you. So your lineage might go back to some of my people that were ruling Italy a long time ago, man. That's why you got guys like Al Pacino. That's a nigga. All right. You got certain guys within Italy and so on and so forth. Those are niggas. You just look like they're a different color because it goes back onto the curses where it says you was gonna be scattered amongst all of them nations. But now we're getting into the time when he's gonna bring back. Lord's gonna bring back all of those people from amongst those nations. So we're living in a beautiful time, man. And he's also, as he's doing that, he's also exposing the so-called Jewish, because they're not really the Jews, man. They're not really the Jews.
Yeah.
They're not. And I told him, I told him, I said this. You go out there to the British Museum out there in London, right? There's an image of, like a stonework image, okay, of Samaria, all right, which is the 9 tribes of Israel being taken into captivity. I said, what do those people look like? Okay, do they look like me or do they look like him? Now, when you go, it's in the British Museum. When you go into that and you see it, they look like me. They don't look like him. And when you go into the history of the so-called Jews right now, you find out that those are not the real Jews. Okay. In fact, you find out. When you find out all the history about them, you even find out the Holocaust was made up. Yeah, the Holocaust was made up, man. I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but it was made up. Hey, Adolf Hitler was his grandma was Jewish, bro. His grandma was Jewish.
Okay, mate. Yeah, I've got to go.
All right, man.
I'm just being invested. Like, what's my duty? I'm not making excuses.
Oh no, bro, you know, you do your thing, man. You do your thing, man. All right, good to see you as always. All right, man. You stay safe, man. All right, man. You could be a.
Going well.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Hey, it's hell, you know. But getting back onto the scriptures, man. See, man. You know, Esau. You know, them so-called Jews, man. They got caught out there, man. Okay, they got caught out there, man. All right, because the history, you can't go up against the history. And the history shows that they were, they done converted into Judaism, but they're not the real Jews. Now, in actuality, there is a small possibility, although it be small, okay, but there is a possibility that they could actually be Jakes. So that's what's gonna bug a lot of them guys out there, right, on the comment board. Because guess what? King Solomon was dealing with them Amalekite women, man. Okay, so that leads you for one to understand. Wait, hold on a minute. You had them Amalekite women out there within the time of King Solomon, so you would have to come to the conclusion there would have been other Jakes dealing with them Amalekite women, man. All right, and we know through the scriptures, really going back onto the way prior in the history, way more in the future after the times of King Solomon, during the rule of I forget my time. Yeah. It was after the time of King Solomon, because around about 450 BC, right, when you had it to where who was it? Who was coming back? Who was it? I forget the names now. But Ezra was involved in that. Okay, I believe Nehemiah. But really, let's just say Ezra. When them dudes were coming back into the land of I believe it was even Ezra. It was Ezra. It was in the book of Ezra. Not in Apocrypha, but within the main scriptures. But within the book of Ezra, you had it to where you might have had it. I forget what exact point within the scriptures it is, but you had it to where you had all kind of Jakes, and they had mingled their seed amongst the heathen, man. All right. And I believe it was Esther, and he was like, man, this is all kind of craziness. Put them daughters away, all right, and then wives that you got for all of these different nations, because they're leading your people to go astray, man. Okay, they're leading your people to do wickedness, man. Okay, so he put that order out there to say, look, you gotta stop dealing with them heathen women, okay? All right, you gotta stop doing that, all right, because they're leading your people to go off, man. And that was after the time of King Solomon. So it stands to reason that you would have had it to where the seed of Judah, right, Benjamin, Levi, all the 12 tribes was mingled amongst them heathen, all of them heathen nations. So you're gonna have it to where you got people that look like so-called Jews, straight up and down. They dwelt within the land amidst them so-called Jews, whose line actually goes back onto the 12 tribes of Israel, man. It stands for every nation. The scripture says how we was going to be scattered amongst all the nations. It doesn't say all the nations, but Amalek. It says all the nations. So that's going to bug a lot of people out, man. All right, so I believe one of them dudes, he could have, he was kind of, but, hey, I'm just a man. What can I decipher, if his spirit goes back onto being an Israelite, all right, and the Most High could have mercy on him. All right, but if it goes back onto Amalek, well, we know Amalek is of the house of Esau, and we read in the scriptures that how the house of Esau is going to be completely burnt and destroyed, man. Which is a damn beautiful thing, man. To see the fall of our enemies, man. The scripture says, he was saying to the effect of any vengeance, but the vengeance of my enemy, saying to that effect. But it slips me a little bit. Let's see how much time we got on this. Let's go. Good. Right, so get back onto the scriptures. I was in the book of Revelations, the 18th chapter, on the 3rd and the 4th verse. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out from my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin. So that's actually going to happen, man. All right, you're actually gonna have a voice from the chariots. Okay, what do you call it, man? Like Independence Day. You know, the old one, not the new one, because I heard the new one's kind of whack. Okay, you're gonna have that, you know, that same situation playing out. Okay, you're actually gonna hear a voice saying, "Boom, you know, come out of my people," and so on and so forth. And it, you know, the children of the Most High is gonna be beamed out of it, man. Look at that, two dykes, man. Okay, and it, you know, pretty too, man. The kingdom's all messed up, man. The kingdom's all messed up, right? But you're actually gonna have it to where you know, the Most High, because the scripture says the strangers is for our salvation. Well, that's gonna have to play out, right, in a physical sense, man. You're gonna have the chariots coming out there. Okay, they're gonna beam the people of the Most High up out of this place. Okay, all right, and you're gonna have it to where the chariots gonna destroy this place too, man. The ICBM nuclear missiles gonna go off, man. That's gonna happen, man. That's gonna play out, man. All right, because going back onto the point I was making, because Esau transgressed into that wine, man. That's why all of these people, they think, oh, I'm Italian, or I'm this, that, and the third, man. No, you're you know, whatever nation your forefathers go back onto, man. Israel, Ishmael, okay, Moab, Ammon. Okay, all of them different nations there, man. Okay, so it says here, back within the book of Revelations, the 18th chapter, and it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven," right? And the Most High has remembered her iniquity, and says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, double unto her according to her works." Okay, in the cup which she has filled to her double, man. So she's gonna, you know, America's gonna get a double portion of the iniquity. Really, Esau gonna get a double portion of the iniquity, okay, that he's bestowed upon the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. But he's gonna get a double portion of that, okay. Right. So let's go back onto what I had held in the book of Hosea, the 4th chapter and the 6th verse. It says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, right? Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. And thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, and I will also forget thy children." So when all of that hell is, you know, coming forth upon this earth, man, and the Most High, you know, issuing forth judgment and all of that, okay, and you got Jakes out there that didn't fear the Most High, you know, hold fast to the word of Yahweh Hashem outside, they're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, they're gonna be destroyed along with these people, man. Okay, it says, though, you know, if you're gonna serve your master's gonna be judged. And guess what? You're gonna get judgment too, man. All right. So back within the book of Proverbs, the 1st chapter and the 20th verse, it says, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice within the streets." Okay. So that's what's happening, you know, all across the world right now, man. All across the world, you got wisdom crying out. Okay. Right. She's uttering her voice within the streets, man. All right. It says, "She crieth in the chief places of concourse, right, in the openings of the gate, saying, How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?" And that's the ultimate question right there. How long you simple Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans gonna love simplicity? But Isaiah 6:9 says they're gonna love simplicity right up until the time this whole kingdom is gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, they're gonna love simplicity up until the time this society is destroyed, man. Okay, but then when they realize this society is gonna be destroyed, like the scripture's gonna show you, they actually gonna call upon the name of the Most High. But the Most High ain't gonna hear it, man. The Most High ain't gonna hear them. Okay, the Most High ain't gonna hear them because they were what? They were willingly ignorant. They're gonna be destroyed for a lack of knowledge, man. They're gonna be destroyed for not listening to the word of the Most High, not fearing the word of the Most High, man. Okay. It says, "How long you simple ones will you love simplicity, and how long will the scorners delight in his scorning?" Okay, "Turn you at my reproof, and behold, I'll pour out my spirit unto you, and I'll make known my words unto you." It's because it said, "Because I have called, and you refused, right? And I've stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set up not all of my counsel, and will none of my reproof. I'll also laugh at your calamity, and mock when your fear comes." So hey, that's you know, the men of the Lord is gonna be doing that. We're gonna be laughing at certain guys getting destroyed and all of that, man. Okay, you know, guys like what's this guy? Poor lights. Okay, poor lights. Okay, because it ain't bright at all. It's dim. Okay. He is a candle. He's a flame that's almost, you know, that's out, man. Okay, all right. He is a candle with no you know, you get a candle and it's got the string within it. Well, that's polite, man. He ain't got that string within it, man. There ain't no light coming out of that motherfucker. Okay. Who else? You know, certain guys that come up against the truth, right? Specifically Esau. He's gonna get it, and we're gonna be laughing at his calamity, man. We're gonna be mocking when his fate comes, man. All right. So it says here, "Turn you out my reproof,
me go to the point where I was at. It says,
You right there, my man?
man, just watching.
All right, man.
okay, it says, I will mock when your fear cometh, and where your fear cometh as a destruction and your desolation. Fear cometh as a destruction, and when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, and when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer, and they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right? It says, for they hated knowledge. All right, we've seen that within the book of Hosea 4 and 6, because they hated knowledge. All right, and did not choose to fear the Lord. Right, and they would none of my reproof, and they despised all my. They would none of my counsel, and despised all of my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of their own ways, and they shall be filled in their own devices. It says, for the turning of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. So that's what's going to happen, man. This prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Okay, all right. The turning of the simple shall slay them, and that's what's going to happen to a lot of Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man, because they are hard-headed, man. Okay, here it is. The Most High has got the salvation written for you within the book. Okay, but you rather choose to be ignorant of that fact. Okay, you wanna have a damn good time, and we'll see that damn good time is gonna destroy you, man. Hey, it's like a whole bag of sugar, right? Okay, it's like a whole bag of sugar. You can't have the sugar in its time. Bam, you have the sugar. You have your tea or whatever. You know, when you're having something that needs sweetening, or you can have the whole bag of sugar in one go. See, that's the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans right there. They wanna have the whole bag of sugar in one go, man. And ultimately, that's going to destroy them, man. Okay? That's going to destroy them. But see them, here it is, you got the prophet saying, look, don't do that. It's going to make you sick. But they want to do that, man, because they're willingly ignorant. They don't want to listen to they don't want to listen to the possible, the inevitable consequences of them getting ill, of getting too much good out of this society, man. Right? So you see the bitter stuff, that's what kills the cancer. That's what kills the cancer, man. Right there. That's what kills you, right there. And that's what we're giving these people. We're giving them the bitter word. We're giving them the bitter truth. Okay, regarding this society, and regarding the future that's real about this society within the scriptures. But the guys, you got guys that don't want to listen to that, man. All right, and that's why they're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay, that's why that's why them hellfire missiles is gonna come by way of them Russians is gonna destroy these dudes, man. Okay, back within the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. And the 6th verse, it says, shall not these take up a parable against him, a taunting parable against him? Woe unto him that increases that which is not his. Okay? So all of these nations, are they not going to take up a parable against him? And that's why it says within the book of Isaiah, the 14th chapter, right? How do we have how art thou fallen, Isaiah 14 and 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? Right, which didst weaken the nations, man. Okay, so here it is. Esau done weaken all of these nations, took their mineral resources, raped their women. Okay, he broke down their family structures, so the kids are growing up all kind of messed up in the head. Okay, all right, he messed up the future. The people right, they ain't thinking right. Okay, they ain't sleeping right. Okay, he done messed all of that up. He done messed up all of them nations. The Most High still put the power, still got the power to where he just take him down, man. Okay. How that fallen to the ground, O Lucifer, right? How that fallen from heaven, son of the morning, how that cut down to the ground, that didst weaken the nation, says, thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I'll exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, and I'll sit also amongst upon the mountain of the congregation, in the sides of the north, I'll ascend into the heights of the clouds, and I'll be as the Most High. So he done sent up his, satellites up in there, okay? And them satellites keep a certain watch upon people, man. All right, so he said, I'm going to be like the Most High. The Most High watches everything. I'm going to watch everything. Okay? The Most High brings people to life. I'm going to bring people to life. The Most High kills people. I'm going to kill people. That's what Esau says. That's what Esau does. He thinks in his hearts he is the Most High, man. But see, the thing is, he is not the Most High. And he's going to find out pretty soon enough that, that he is no God, man. Okay? He's going to find out that he is, right, he's gonna find out pretty soon that he is but a mortal, man. Okay, and the Most High is gonna put that spirit out there, man, to where right now you got brothers, cursing out Esau to his face and all of that now, and then ultimately that spirit's gonna go out to where, you know, hey, all hell's gonna break loose, man, on these devils, man. All hell's gonna break loose on them, man. Okay, and it really is gonna physically, you know, because right now his monetary system's going down, all of that. Okay, and he's falling down. But really, there's gonna be like a brunt force is gonna come upon him and it's really gonna take him down, man. That being the Most High, man, the Spirit of the Lord. Okay. Right, it says, and I will ascend above the heights of heaven, right? The heights of the clouds, I'll be as the Most High. And says, yet shalt thou be thrown down, right, to hell, to the sides of the pit. So Esau's gonna be thrown down, man, to the sides of the pit. Okay? Alright, they're gonna be thrown down to the sides of the pit. In the, you know, in the kingdom, these guys gonna be the bottom of the barrel, man. Okay, Esau's gonna be right at the bottom, man. Really in the sides of the pit, man. Because I can see certain brothers got that spirit where they're gonna throw Esau in the pit every night. Hey, I'm gonna throw Esau in the pit every now and then, man. If not all the time, man. Okay, they're gonna be the sewage cleaners within the kingdom, man. They're gonna be the cleaning instruments of the dirtiest things, man. That's what Esau's gonna be in the kingdom, man. They're gonna go from being the top prestige, right, to the least, you know, worst, you know, thing since, you know, cancer, man. Right, that's gonna be up on the earth, man. They're gonna be scum. Okay. And it says, and they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee. So when you see a guy that's in a pit, and he's been, you know, and when I say pit, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking about, like if you ever watched Spartacus, there was a time when Spartacus was thrown into that pit, man, and all that, you know, that was a dung pit, man. Okay, all you had was in there was feces and so on and so forth, and people still throwing them feces in there. That's what's gonna happen to Esau, man. That's what's actually gonna happen to Esau, man. They're gonna be there throwing, you know, throwing dung on him, man. And all of them heathen nations gonna look at him and say, look, this was he whom we had. It says, hey, they that see thee shall not really look upon thee and consider thee, saying,